What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trades and Gains. I'm your host, Max Pitts, and I'm here to entertain you degens, dirtbags, perma bears, hedge fund watchers, and everybody in between. And it's April 15th today, and the market said, let's try optimism. Yeah, fuck that. It doesn't work. Stocks started the day with a fake smile and ended with a frown. The Nasdaq dipped, the S&P stumbled, and the Dow tripped over Trump's tariff headlines like it just got dumped in the cafeteria. Let's go ahead and break it down, and we'll dive in today's juicy option flow via Investor Central Club, by the way, where the real money whispered, yeah, we're kind of scared and shit's getting real quick. Now, let's talk about what kicked things off today. We had Trump's tariff yo-yo game come back into play. Monday gave us a tech tariff reprieve that sent Apple and Nvda soaring, but Tuesday, it was back to absolute chaos. Trump hit the gas on new tariffs for semis and pharma, and then maybe floated auto exemptions. The man is playing Mario Kart with trade policy, and we are all terrified. Now, let's talk about our big boys today. The S&P 500 closed down 0.17%. The Dow closed down 0.39%. And the Nasdaq squeezed back to flatline by closing at 0.05%. The markets opened green, but the rug got pulled again. This is feeling like a Solana meme coin space at this point. Now, on our earnings tip, we had Johnson & Johnson earnings. They beat expectations, but warned tariffs could gut their device biz. $400 million impact, mostly from exports to China. The CFO said it'll sit on the balance sheet. Translation, we're going to pretend that it's fine. It's like kind of like sitting in a house that's on fire and you're saying everything's okay. Boeing, it got dapped and clapped for 2% after China told its airlines to stop accepting new Boeing jets. Boeing just can't catch a break unless it's flying into a wall or having a piece of it fall off or having it land upside down. Apparently, the only time that things go right for Boeing is when things are an absolute dumpster fire. Palantir was also in the news with NATO sealing the deal on an AI military system. Palantir is now your uncle's favorite defense stock and the market's shiny toy, plus 5% on the day, however. Trump and Nvda. Trump said permits for Nvidia's U.S. AI build-out will be, quote-unquote, expedited. Love that. We're at war with semis, but also rolling out the red carpet for them. I mean, that's like girl math for Target. It just doesn't make any sense at the end of the day. But hey, I'm not here to ask questions. BAC, highest ever equities trading haul. Citibank, we had solid profit spikes, and Johnson & Johnson raised guidance while quietly bleeding from the Stellara patent loss. Our investor sentiment, B of A survey says 49 expect a hard landing. Just last month, it was 11%. We've gone from soft landing to prepare for impact. It looks like that plane is actually going to crash. Now let's go ahead and head over to Investor Central Club, where we're going to break down some of the options plays from today. If you want quick and accessible options data, go ahead and sign up for Investor Central Club. We have a link in our bio. You can go to investorcentralclub.com to get your subscription today. But here's what the real story is. Let's go ticker by ticker. SPY. We have someone who is buying protection like World War III is tomorrow. We had some big sweeps. Let's go ahead and look at our big money filter for today. So on the SPY side of things, we had some big sweeps at the 445 puts expiring on 5/30 of 2025. We got about $30 million thrown into those. And this is backed by another $15.67 million. So those are the same two orders, basically. It was multi-leg auction, as you could see as well. Nvidia, yeah, we're building AI factories. But institutions are buying $100 puts like the AI bubble is made of cotton candy. We had 2.6 million on the 25 expiration, and we had 5+ other bearish trades. The sentiment here is volatility is maxed out. It's a long straddle dream for the crazy. On the Palantir side of things, we had 400,000 and 389,000 back-to-back 425 calls at 115. We also alerted these on Twitter, and this is definitely NATO deal vibes. Flow loves it, but remember, this name gets pumped and dumped faster than NFT projects or Solana coin projects. Tesla, we had $267,000 on the May $170 puts. Trump's tariff flip-flops leave Tesla investors feeling like they're on autopilot, but they aren't using FSD. Netflix, we had 1.15 million on the 425 $110 calls. Weekly gamblers are stacking up for earnings, and our sentiment recap here is SPY is bearish, Nvda is nervous, bullish to bearish, Palantir, Moon Boys are engaging 100%, and Meta and Tesla, we just have some neutral chaos. Now let's zoom out and look at our flow scanner for the day. Our biggest flows by volume, we had SPY leading again, still a low day with 93 million in volume, with 32 million coming in calls against 60 million coming in puts. Nvidia, we had 17 million total with a bearish tilt with favoritism in those puts. XLF, we had 5 million in calls. QQQ, we had 30 million, but mixed. Tech still holding some hope. We had PLTR with 4.3 million in calls, and our top bearish red flags, Tesla 11 million in puts, and Amazon is still getting dinged on retail weakness. Now on our dark pool data, Nvidia, we had over $1 billion in dark pool prints, repeated blocks at $111 and $112. Institutions are loading up or unloading. Volume says that this is repositioning. SPY, we had over 800 million in large blocks, 537 magnet level seems like an iron ceiling right now. With VU, we had 689 million in one massive block. That's retirement fund panic, or someone's making a don't fuck this up bet on the S&P 500. In Palantir, it's not just retail chasing. Over 200 million was printed across multiple prints today. MSS NATO is giving a war stock juice, but remember to tread lightly. This one moves like a toddler on Red Bull. So here's your playbook. Markets are on edge, and the options market is screaming caution. Tariffs are over the new CPI. Watch semiconductors, pharma, and defense. They're all in the crosshairs right now. Palantir is your AI warhorse. SPY is your hedge fund punching bag. And remember this, if this is the kind of flow that either precedes a face-melting rally or a rug pull of biblical proportions. Either way, you can get rich. You just have to play it the right way. Smash that like button, dodge the gamma, and I'll catch you degenerates tomorrow for our next market recap. Have a great night, and I'll see you all tomorrow.